Hello, this is Donna Miller with Vote Voice Podcast, and we're getting ready to start part 4 of Getting Your Mojo Back, Confidence and Self-Esteem in a Pandemic. I thank you very much for joining us. This is Donna Miller. I'm your host of the Vote Voice Podcast. Vote Voice can be found on YouTube. Look for our channel. Please like, share, and subscribe. Please like us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn. And I thank you for supporting the Vote Voice Podcast. Because self-esteem and confidence come from thinking patterns, developing skills to both calm the mind and manipulating your belief system will promote a centered and confident internal state. Let's talk about 4 meditation techniques. They'll help you clear your mind and focus on visualizing confidence. They will help you to implant new belief systems into your subconscious and to help you think and act confidently. Let's talk about mindfulness. Mindfulness meditation is the practice of clearing your mind and focusing on nothing but the here and now without trying to change anything and without judgment. Sounds like a Jedi in Star Wars. Now, when we practice this every day, it will allow you to control your stress and your anxiety. The more you work on it, the stronger your mindfulness power and endurance will become. When you first start a routine of mindfulness and meditation, it is best to start with shorter amounts of time and increase your duration slowly. Now, you might want to practice your meditation at the same time every day. The more you practice on a regular, consistent basis, the better the results. Now, I am a Christian, so when I do practice mindfulness, I think about the things that the Lord has done for me. And you can, whatever religion you are, you can practice these meditation techniques. Remember to be grateful. Remembering to read whatever your holy book is. Mine is the Bible. And these things can help you in your life. So when we get ready to do mindfulness, we want to find a comfortable place to either sit or lie straight. Sitting is better because you won't likely fall asleep. You want to set a timer. Now, you can do this on your phone. You can set an alarm for 10 minutes. And they even do have timers on your phone. If you don't have a timer, or if you do have one, I have timers, for cooking, for studying, things like that. You want to set your timer. And when you're first starting with your practice, it's better to keep your sessions around 10 minutes. You can increase this time if you feel you are able to sustain a more extended session. Now let's begin by taking calm breaths. You want to pay attention to how your breath feels, going in your nose, down your lungs, and back out your nose. Pay attention to how your stomach or chest rises and falls with each breath. It's essential that you don't change your breathing or make any judgments. Just breathe normally and focus on your breath and your body. Now let's do a body scan. You want to start at the top of your head and you want to notice how it feels. You want to move down your face next. What do the back of your eyelids look like? How do your lips, your nose, and your chin feel? And you want to continue this process as you move down your entire body. You want to pay attention to feeling and temperature. You want to notice if there is any tightness or tension in your body, but don't try to fix or change any of the sensations. You're just merely noticing and feeling and moving. You want to move on to the next step. After you've completed the body scan, you're going to pay attention to the noises around you. Let's notice the sounds of your body. Are you able to hear your breathing? Just focus on that sound. Now let's focus on the sounds that are in the room. What noises are in the room? Now let's move on to the noises outside of your room. What noises can you hear? Finally, I want you to focus your attention on the noises outside your living space. Can you hear anything? Finally, I want you to pay attention to how it feels to be in the moment. Let the thoughts that float into your mind float out again. Don't judge yourself for falling out of a mindfulness state, and don't judge the thoughts that enter your mind. I don't want you to attach any emotions to anything. I just want you to simply focus on each sensation that you feel. Now, if you find that one of the techniques of mindfulness works better for you, carry out the rest of your session using that technique. If not, just be there until your timer rings. Now let's talk about another technique, a breathing meditation technique. Now, breathing meditation helps to both focus and calm the mind while physically relaxing the body. Now, just like the mindfulness meditation, you too will want to set a timer. Use your phone or your kitchen timer, set an alarm so that you can focus exclusively on your breathing without having to worry about the time. Now, anytime you feel overwhelmed, the breathing technique can be extremely beneficial. It is effortless to practice because you can do it anywhere. Now, you're going to prepare yourself, okay? You can either lie down or sit in a chair with your eyes open or closed. Remember, if you're out and you have to use this breathing technique to calm yourself, you can do it standing up. Now, when you're at home, it's better to lie down or sit in a quiet space with your eyes closed. Now, you're going to take deep inhales into your stomach and fully exhale until you empty all the air from your lungs, making sure that each breath is rhythmic and consistent. Now, during this technique, I want you to inhale deeply until your belly rises and exhale fully as your stomach collapses and pulls in. The length of each breath isn't nearly as important as the consistency throughout your session. Now, let's get ready to move on to another technique. Visualization. Now, this kind of meditation practice will allow you to envision yourself acting confidently in all situations. And you can use this method before any significant event that causes you anxiety, and use it daily to help you build your confidence over time. Now, you might be using something like this already. You ever imagine yourself walking into a store, and no matter how crazy somebody gets, you say you're going to stay calm, you're going to be patient, you're not going to react to what the person does to you? Let's talk about the steps to using this visualization technique. Now, you're going to start with a few rounds of calm and controlled breathing. I want you to only focus on your breath until both your body and mind become relaxed. Now, once you're in a relaxed state, you can say things like, I am going to be patient. I am going to be calm. You can say, I'm a confident person. I do have self-esteem. And you can feel confidence and self-esteem take over your whole body. The next time somebody asks you how you're doing, say, I'm doing great. In your mind, you're going to envision a clear, protective bubble forming around you. Now, this is a shield where nothing negative can enter. You're going to imagine that you're safe, secure, and that there's self-esteem all inside your bubble. Now, let's imagine your day. Imagine that you're confidently approaching every situation protected by this bubble of self-esteem. You walk with your head held high, interact with others confidently, speak with assertion, and you never doubt yourself. When you doubt, you go without. As you imagine each situation, continue to allow yourself to be filled with confidence. You visualize that you always know exactly what to say. Others see you as successful and confident, and you're overflowing with happiness, positivity, and assurance. You know what? If you know that you're going to have to address someone and you're not sure what you're going to say, take a moment and write it down. Write it down before you go into a situation. Continue the process until you have gone through every upcoming event. End the meditation session by affirming, I will live this day radiating self-esteem and at peace with myself in all situations. Say you're going to put on the whole armor of God. Now let's talk about another technique called anchoring. Now this technique is used to induce a frame of mind or emotion, and it is conditioning that forms when a person evokes a feeling and pairs it with a gesture or a touch of some kind. Now, to practice this technique, you need to get into a meditative state. You can use mindfulness, breathing, or anything to start, or you can combine them. Then you want to think of an emotion that you want to condition. It can be success, confidence, relaxation, or happiness. Now picture a time in your life when you experienced the desired emotion. If you aspire to feel confident, I want you to think of a time in your past when you experienced confidence. Maybe it was when you received your diploma, or you gave a speech, or you finished a project that no one thought you could finish. You started a podcast. I want you to picture in your mind that moment and experience the emotions as if they are currently happening. While feeling the emotion, I want you to hold your index finger and thumb together. Now I want you to relax for a few seconds. Then I want you to reimagine the experience with a heightened state of feeling and bring your thumb and index finger together again. I want you to repeat this process 3 to 5 times. Now, by repeating this exercise daily, when you put your thumb and index finger together, eventually you'll experience the same emotion no matter what the circumstances. You can use this technique to recondition your thinking. Like if you anchor a feeling of confidence, anytime you experience feelings that overwhelm you, or anytime you experience doubt, you can use this anchor to stimulate a positive, confident state. Anchoring can be used with other techniques, as like visualization. And once you set your anchor, you can visualize being confident in your current or future pursuits. All you have to do to get your anchor, to engage your anchor, is place your index finger and thumb together and experience the emotional response of confidence, making your visualization more real. Now you have many techniques that can help you to improve your self-esteem and build your confidence. I've done it. You can do it too. Now, if you don't take action, if you don't do something, you won't have a change. I'm not saying the change will happen overnight, but if you start to think about joy and love and kindness, and that you are a wonderful person, God loves you, the effort you make in overcoming your limiting beliefs and increase your confidence will set you apart from anyone else who desires more but has yet to take the necessary steps forward. Do you need to go back to school? I know it's hard during the pandemic, but what do you need to do to move forward in your life? While you may feel frightened, it is important to remember that all the fear that you experience is in your mind. Do it afraid. Do it afraid. I've had fear of something, but you know what? Do it afraid. Joyce Myers said that. Do it afraid, and I've always remembered that. You might be frightened. Do it afraid. You can overcome. You have to be an overcomer. It just takes a little push of your willpower. Take some time to think about which simple steps you can take to become more confident and gather your self-esteem. Confidence doesn't develop overnight. It may have taken years for someone to tear down your self-esteem, destroy your confidence. So you must be patient with the process, but stick with it. Whatever path you choose to take, remember you're one step closer to reaching your goals of boosting your self-esteem and building your confidence. You pass these things on to your children. Your children will see the change, and your family will see the change, and they will come up with you. You need to change yourself so that the others in your family can change. You need to be happy so they can experience and see happiness. Don't enter your space grumpy, unhappy, cussing. Get up in the morning and say, my mom used to say, happy up. Good morning. You know what? People might think you're a stone cold idiot. People do. These are the people who don't like peace and love and happiness. Good morning. Always say good morning. They won't like you at all. Good morning. How are you? Try to be kind. Always have a smile on your face. Always say thank you. Please. Give that to your family. You know, don't be one way in public, but yet your family thinks you're atrocious. Be kind to your family. Take care of your family first, and the rest will spill out over to everyone else. I'm not talking about being a doormat, but love and kindness. And it might be hard because you might not have someone giving you back love and kindness in your family. Don't forget to pray. Remember, you know what? You have not because you asked not. Pray. Ask God to help you. He will help you if you ask Him. If it's hard, if life is hard, ask God to help you. It's hard for everybody right now. Oh my God. We've got mental stress, another variant. Just when we thought that next year we'd be out of this pandemic, now we don't know which way is up, what's going to happen. The lines were gone with the shots now. You know, everybody's running around trying to make sure we get a booster. Some people still aren't going to have a shot, and that's up to you. I'm not telling you to have a shot. I'm just saying that in this world, we don't know what's going on, but let's continue to be happy. Let's continue to be kind. Let's pray to God we don't get some, craziness coming back up that we have dealt with these past months. Okay? I wish everyone well. God bless you. Thank you for your support. This is Donna Miller with Vote Voice Podcast. And you have a wonderful evening. Thank you for joining me.